Yo, people, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Get sorted out. All right, we are back. What's happening? Get sorted out. All right, we are back. What's happening, people? You get to see the background action. What goes on when you're trying to set up before you hit live? YouTube decides to go live by itself. Stuff happens, man. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to react. You know? And then you're like, okay, fumbling and stuff. That is the life of a YouTuber. What's going on, people? All right. Now I am good. Mike is miking. And we're here, people. What's going on? What's going on, people? We got a new stadium coming up in the next what? 5 years, right? Instead of 10 years. So, which is, interesting stuff, right? Because, this is something, we need. It's something we need. Our old Trafford was getting run down, all right? We had a water fountain in a stadium, which is not a good look. But now, Sir Jim and them, they're like, okay, no, we're going to have to fix that, right? We're going to have to fix that. And from the plans that we saw today, the thing looked nice. All right. I don't know about you. Drop in the chat. Let me know what you thought about the plans for the new stadium. Do you like it? You don't like it? Well, you let me know. Southgate, what's going on, man? See you. Welcome. Good to see you again, man. Good to see you. All right. The plans, they're planning, man. Their plans are planning. They're looking pretty good. But again, talk of the new stadium, right? It brings us back to the whole thing of debt, right? Obviously, to fund this new stadium, money has to come from somewhere, right? And even though there was one part that Ineos said they could fund it themselves, right, for the stadium, the area being redeveloped, that part is going to be done by the government, the British government, right? But the big portion of the stadium, right? The stadium portion, Sir Jim and them, they're going to have to borrow money from somewhere, right? I don't know how they're going to do that. Are they going to put us more into debt again? Because we are already in debt, right? So how are they going to maneuver this thing? Now, I was watching Kieran Maguire. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kieran Maguire. He's a finance expert. He was talking about how this could be done. It could be a number of ways, right? But before we jump into that, and this surprise thing that I see about Sancho coming back, listen. There's some craziness, but this is way too crazy. Sancho coming back? I don't want to hear that. Anyway, people, welcome everybody. Let's see. I see God in the house. I am that I am. All right, God, welcome. Welcome. Good to have you here, God. Let's see. Henry, what's going on? Henry say, I hate PSG. Listen, first of all, let's all laugh at the Scousers. All right? The Scousers are crying in their cars. No, the Scousers are out, man. They're out. They're done. All right. Their Champions League adventure is over for the season. Right. But, you cannot really laugh at them that much because they have the Premier League in the bag. Right. Which is something that they can always throw that to our face and say, oh, so you guys are going to sit here and laugh at us where we, you United, you cannot be singing 20 more times anymore, So it's one of those that's kind of it sucks, but what can you do, right? What can you do? Mr. Man, what's going on? Yeah, man, back again. This is our regularly scheduled slot. Come in here. Let's talk to the family and see what's what. Mr. Man, are you home or you still at work, man? Let's see. True Indian is in the house. What's going on, True Indian? Good to see you. But yo, people, again, Liverpool are out. Okay, that is always a good. It's a good thing to see. All right. PSG handled some business today. Knocked them out in a penalty shootout. All right. And it's so funny. I saw something like I don't know if you guys watched the penalty shootout. Like everybody in the world, whenever they were looking at Darwin Nunez going to take that penalty, everybody knew that dude is gonna miss, man. Everybody knew he was gonna miss. So, but anyway, enough about Liverpool. So yeah, man, guys, what are your thoughts on the new stadium? Do you like it? You don't like it? What's the deal? What are your thoughts? Let me know as I'm fixing my stuff here because I started the live before. Okay, good. I'm good to go. Pekin. Hello, Pekin. Welcome. Pekin, let us know what team you support. Smash that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, welcome. AKS 97. Good to see you. Good night, folks. Good to have you here, AKS 97. Let's see who else is here. Let's say hello to everybody. True Indian. Yeah, Southgate is in the house. I'm kind of like 3 points on the top. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, cool. I think I said hello to everybody. True Indian is saying Chelsea would be penalized if they send Sancho back because of the clause in the contract. But that's the thing, right? So what True Indian is saying there is Sancho can come back. Apparently, there's a loophole somewhere. There's a loophole where Jadon Sancho, apparently, he hasn't signed, and because dude is not really performing over there at Chelsea can say, you know what kind of penalty are we looking at? All right, can we just take the L and then send him back to y'all? One of those, right? So there's somewhere that Chelsea can probably do something like that, which I don't think they will. I don't think they will because we had an agreement, Chelsea. All right, some country we signed some paperwork somewhere, but of course, Chelsea, when it comes to finding loopholes to get away from stuff, come on, man. They're the masters of that, right? You saw what they did to get away from the PSR thing. Dude went and sold some hotels, right? Sold some hotels, and they're good. So there's always a way for them to find a way to get away from stuff. And come on, a small issue of Jadon Sancho, I don't think that will be a problem for them to get away from it. So that's what I'm saying. It's very interesting to see reports that there could be something that can allow him to come back. So I'm trying to see the actual article, what it said. Let's see. True Indian say, like the stadium need, I'm a bit worried that if we generate so much revenue, will some of that go into the Glazers' pocket again? Yes, True Indian. That is why they didn't want to. That's why the Glazers didn't want to leave, right? The Glazers have always wanted to find alternative investment, whatever, right? They've never wanted to leave, right? They've always wanted to stay, and of course, we blame Ineos for giving the Glazers like an out, saying, hey, if you sell me a portion, 25%, whatever, I will allow you to stay, and then Ineos will handle all the footballing matters, right? So that was a perfect scenario for them because honestly, the Glazers knew obviously everything that is going on with United, right? They knew about the land that the stadium is sitting on. They knew that they were sitting on a gold mine there, all right? Because once that area gets redeveloped, that humongous stadium goes up. Listen, we're gonna generate money. We're gonna generate a ton of money. All right. So that being the case, obviously they're gonna make money. Of course, even Ineos, they're gonna make money as well, right? Gary Neville is gonna make money as well. So it's one of those deals like you're like, okay, so long as we get a new stadium, like the the area gets revamped, people get jobs, the economy on that area goes up and stuff like that. Those are good things, right? So you're gonna have to take the good and the bad, but I think that's the positive aspect of it, right? Because so I was watching that Kieran Maguire guy, who is a finance expert. He's saying like, think about a stadium like Tottenham Stadium, right? Tottenham Stadium, it's so multifunctional where they have, apart from the football where Tottenham, they play there, right? They have like 30 other events going on where you have concerts, you have you name it, like or wrestling, a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Where so all that money keeps on coming consistently, instead of just waiting for the Sunday or the Saturday or the weekday when there's a game. That's when you get the money. Like right now at Old Trafford, yeah, we don't have concerts there. Very few things are going on apart from football. So whenever you have an area or a facility which is multi-purpose, yeah, you're going to generate a whole bunch of money, right? Now, that Kieran Maguire was saying that if Ineos go to a bank, all right, and say, okay, we need to borrow 2 billion or 3, right? The bank, yeah, we may be going to more debt, but this debt is different than the one the Glazers borrowed, right? Glazers leveraged that they borrowed the money and used it obviously to buy Manchester United, and they didn't really repay it or something like that because they didn't have a way of generating money to pay back that the loan, whatever, right? But the situation is different because Ineos now, if they go to the banks and say, okay, we need the 2 billion to build, the banks will see, okay, this area, once the stadium goes up, money is going to come in, given, right? So, and with Ineos being responsible, they will be, they'll be able to repay their debt because of the money that's going to come in. So that's what Kieran Maguire was saying, that it could be, they can do something like that because now it's different because the bank will see the money is going to be coming in, right? What the Glazers did, they didn't really prove much that they can repay this thing, and that's why we're sitting in a huge debt. But yeah, we may be going into more debt, but this debt is a little bit different, right? He also suggested some other ways that Ineos could do it is they could partner with, I don't know, the likes of, I don't know, Tesla or somebody, where they give you a buku money, and then of course they throw their name on the stadium, or it could be something like they partner with somebody to give them money, and then they get a portion of the gate receipts from games for the next, I don't know, 10 years or something like that, right? So there's a lot of avenues that these finance people can come up with when it comes to finding money, especially to build something as big as that stadium and develop that area. So yeah, so it could be all those things, which is very interesting. Hearing talk about all those different avenues, I was like, okay, I guess it's interesting, but we shall see. I'll find that interview that he was doing. I think he did that interview on Stratford Paddock channel. Check it out. Kieran Maguire is really good when it comes to finances and all this stuff. The way he broke it down, because now with this stadium, everybody was like, "Oh my God, more debt," But the way dude broke it down, it kind of made sense that it can be done. It can be done in a responsible way without really, going all too crazy. Pekin is saying he's a Real Madrid supporter. Listen, a la Madrid, man, a la Madrid. Tomorrow, Madrid, they gonna fight it with the Atleti. It's gonna be a really, really, really crazy game tomorrow. But yeah, so the whole stadium thing, man, I liked it. Honestly, I liked it. It made it very exciting. And also, they did say that we're going to continue, obviously, playing at Old Trafford while the other stadium is getting built. So we're really not going to be losing revenue like that, right? Which is also good, that we can do side by side, right? so we can be playing at Old Trafford until the last day, the stadium before it gets open. The next game we move on to the new spot, and then they demolish the old stadium and all this stuff, right? So yeah, so I mean, I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right. Um, but I really cannot wait to see if it's gonna turn out the way it is. It looks very circusy like, right? So I don't know about you. Did you guys get the same kind of vibe? It looks like a circus type of stadium with the canopies and all this stuff. I was like, okay, it looks nice, but I don't know, But the Rats will go to the new one. I know. I didn't think about the Rats. Oh man, can you imagine our new stadium and all, and the Rats be like, "We are here," because just imagine, because the new stadium and the old stadium, they're not gonna be so far apart. Maybe the Rats will find their way to the new stadium, man. They're gonna find a route underground, and infiltrate the new stadium. That would be a disaster. All right, that would be a disaster. Let's see. Old Trafford is a fortress. It shouldn't be teared down. I know, man. It's going to be a very sad day if they tearing down Old Trafford, man. The memories and the if those walls can talk, like the type of action it has seen since I don't know, I think 1910 when it got built, all right, when it opened. So, it has seen a lot. I wish they could, I don't know, find a way to renovate it and kind of also keep it, but again, to maintain it, it's tough, right? So I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be tough seeing it being tore down. Let's see. Tony, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Tony. Salute. Welcome. Old Trafford is a fortress. I see that. AKS to Indian. Sadly, the dividends ain't going away. Yep. But so far, the Glazers haven't taken any additional dividends, so they're kind of holding it for now, right? But when that money starts coming in, shoo. It's one of those. And listen, I know people are like, okay, we got to get rid of the Glazers. We got to get rid of them. They're here to stay, man. They're here to stay. They're gonna be here, and the kids, they're gonna be here because once this project, gets going and it gets finalized, come on, man, money's gonna be coming in. They ain't gonna go anywhere, And at that point, the way Barada was talking in the post reveal interview after they presented the project, they're like, listen, they want to be the most. They want Man United to be the most profitable club in the world, right? And if you think about it, if you trim down your squad, you trim down your operations, your payroll, and then you find a way to generate a whole bunch of income from this redevelopment project and stuff like that. Listen, that could very well happen because right now, before the Glazers took over, we were the most profitable club out there, right? In the world, generating the most revenue. But after they took us over, then we kind of went in the mud. But we can get to those numbers again, and it can happen. So, interesting stuff. Let's see. AKS is saying that, but the new stadium is important now, as the Glazers didn't do any upgrade. Yeah, the Glazers didn't do anything in the last 20 years, and you can't do much development with current state of Old Trafford. That's true. Yeah. Spurs got a whole brewery in the stadium. See? Yeah, man. I think Spurs, they also have a racing track or something in there. So it's mad, right? It's mad. Omar, what's going on, man? 2016-17 Man United versus Fenerbahce. Musa goal. Okay. Nice. The Riots are so circus of I know, right? In Southgate, if we start losing, it's gonna be circus of nightmares. Oh Jesus. Can you imagine? Tony, I hope you're good, man. Hope you're good, brother. through internet saying they will probably make museum in place of Old Trafford. Yeah, from the videos and stuff. Yeah, definitely there's going to be museums, a whole bunch of stuff. Movie theaters, bowling alleys, you name it. Basically, when we get a chance to go there, God willing, right? You make sure when you go there, you're gonna spend your entire day there. You don't need to go right before the game to tailgate. You can go there early, and then maybe have your breakfast, and then next thing you catch a movie. Next thing you be like, all right, people, yeah, yo, let's go. I don't know, to a bar or bowling, whatever, and then you go to the game. And after the game, you come out. Oh, you know what, people, I don't want to go home, man. Let's go to, I don't know, another bar or a club or something. So it's gonna be one of those, you want to keep people there, because when you keep people in that area, people are gonna spend their money, and that's, you generate revenue. So it's one of those, which is it's gonna be interesting. Let's see. They will probably make a museum. Good to see you there. And the crew. Good night, Tony. Blessings. What's up, brother? AKS. AKS is saying all good, just chilling with the wonderful folks. That's what's up, AKS, man. Crazy how much extra stuff. Crazy how much extra stadium stuff you can do. Yeah. And also by adding those extra, right now we are what capacity of Old Trafford is 80, right? So imagine now you're adding 20,000 more seats, right? Or 20 plus more seats. That revenue itself, that is an additional revenue that you're going to bring into the gates, right? The tickets and all this stuff. So yeah, man, they're gonna, we're gonna be rolling in the mullah. What are you on about? No, what I'm saying is once the Mr. Man, I'm saying once the new redeveloped area in Manchester, with the new stadium and all the stuff that is going to come in that area, right? It's going to be one of those. It's going to be an area where people go and spend their entire day, for example, there before going to the game, or even after the game. You get up, because right now, from what I haven't been to Old Trafford, right? From what I hear from folks, there's not a lot of concession there in the area, right? Or there's not much to do after the game, or even if you go before the game, of course you can tailgate and then go to the game. That's about it. There's not much activity going on in that area. So imagine now once they bring all this new stuff there, people can actually have things to do before and after the game, right? So yeah, it's it has some. It's gonna be interesting. Of course, there was a report from the 1958 group who arranged the protest. They didn't. I'm trying to find their like an email or something that they put to the Ineos group. They were not very happy with the whole stadium thing, right? Because they said something in light that the stadium looks very it doesn't capture the hardworking folks who built that area of Old Trafford and all this stuff. It doesn't capture that. It's more in a business sense, right? I'm trying to find that tweet, but it's, of course, in 1958 they were like, listen, man, you and they were like, yo, you didn't really consult a lot of people about this design to see if it really captures the essence of that area. Let's see, Mr. Man said, depends on what you're planning to doing after the game. There's so much things to do in match. Oh yeah, okay. Gotcha. So I guess it depends on the some people's perspective, right, on what you want to do, kind of thing. So yeah, you're right. Tony, it was an amazing, beautiful day, man. Tony saying my son had his first outdoor practice for spring today. That's what's up, man. We got a tournament already this weekend, since he and a good bit of it, the kids are on the indoor team, so they all have been keeping fit. That's what's up, man. Yeah, the weather was on point. Weather was on point today. like it was in the 70s, man. Um, Good stuff. Good stuff. True Indian said, I hope Ugart will be back. The injury crisis is becoming even worse. Dude, I know, man. I saw that Euro going to miss the second leg and no signs of Maguire. That's true. I think tomorrow we're gonna get Ruben Amorim's press conference. He's gonna tell us who's gonna be back. But I think he did. He kind of said, like, I think who can come? I think Mainu could be back. Oh, Ugarte could be back. One of them will be back. But it sucks. When I saw that Euro news, that's not a good look. So Mr. Madison, easily top two cities over the. Oh yeah, definitely. Manchester is it sure is. That's fantastic, Tony. How wonderful is it to get help shape the next generation of footballers? Yeah, man. And listen, Tony's in there too, man. You know, he's playing his. He gets in there, plays some soccer games too, football games, right? So he's staying fit. Big up to him. Sam Houston, what's going on, man? A lot of fans won't be able to see Man United win the Premier League in their lifetime. Really, Sam? That is how you're coming in here, man? You're dropping a bomb like that? Man, I don't know. I think you're wrong, man. I think in the next 5 years, I think when we open that new stadium, all right, we'll be close thereabout. All right. You remember Sir Alex used to say, we just need to be thereabout during the Christmas to challenge. So, one thing I like is Sir Jim, from that interview, he is aware of the issues that Ruben Amorim is facing. So if he's aware and they have identified Ruben Amorim as their guy, and they find a way to help him, back him, I think we have a chance, man. We have a chance. All right, we have a chance. Maino will be back in April. Oh, okay, cool. Norwich, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what else we got going on. Okay. Okay, so I found the statement for the 1958. All right, the 1958 group about the new stadium. They said it's a circus-like aesthetic, disregards the club's working class origins and the identity of the fan base that spans generations. Rather than honoring the past and strengthening the bond with the local community, it prioritizes spectacle over substance, alienating those who have defined United's legacy for decades. It's an event stadium over a football stadium. It's a visitor's experience over fan opinion and needs. So that's it's one of those. It's a tough statement from the 1958 group, but it's more. That's what they were going for. Ineos, they were going for more of the events type of stadium, right? Multi-purpose, blah 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 blah. So, but again, it's one of those things. When you're trying to do something, you're not going to please everybody, right? So it's one of those. AKS is saying that, Sam, I have been alive when we won multiple Premier League titles. Me too, AKS 97. Me too. But I was not old enough to understand the game to be a fan. Yeah, I started watching football in 2016. Oh, man, dude. I was watching way before that. Yeah, I was a big fan, man. I could actually understand and enjoy the moments, the nail-biting moment, 99, the comeback and all that. It was incredible stuff. So I have not seen us win the league yet. Wow, AKS. It's coming, man. 21 is coming, guys. Don't you worry. 21 is coming. All right? 21 is coming. We got to tear it up and then build it up, right? So right now we're in the mud. We're going to build the thing, and then we're going to get back to our old ways, right? Let's see whether I miss anything here. Okay. I think I got everybody. Yeah. So, all right, let's see what else is going on. So yeah, that statement from the 1958 group, that was a pretty a powerful statement, and honestly, if you think about it, it does look like more of a circus like, right? Whenever you go to these circus plays, and circus parks, whatever, it does look like that. It's more like a tent type of thing, right? But yeah, it is what it is. But it looks nice. It looks nice, honestly. I cannot imagine the atmosphere in the stadium. 100,000. Come on, that you will be rocking. I used to watch World Cup at the young age, but had no access to Premier League. Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen. Mr. Madison, it is, yeah. OT is definitely a tourist destination. That's yeah. And I guess they're trying to capture more of that. He did quote that. Listen, everybody in the world knows the Eiffel Tower, right? They go to France to visit the Eiffel Tower. So he wants our stadium to be that destination. Folks to say, you know what? Listen, have you been to that new Man United Stadium area? Yeah, we gotta go there. So hey, you gotta admire the vision, man. I like the vision where they're trying to take this thing, and honestly, I think it's good to see that there's a group of people who I don't know, they're kind of working to get to trying to get us back to where we deserve to be. Or to get the best for the team when it comes to infrastructure and all this stuff. Because honestly, the Glazers have been here for over 20 years. They haven't done nothing. At least these guys, Ineos and them, yeah, people don't like it because they kind of gave the Glazers an out, but they're trying to do something. They're trying to do something, and some of the decisions are not popular. But they did put money in, at least the Glazers haven't, which is a disgrace, right? Right now, we could use the money, but they're just chilling. Even with this development project, I bet you the Glazers, they're not going to put a penny of their money in this to build up that stadium, right? Because obviously Ineos said that they're going to cough up the money for that, but the Glazers, I bet you they're not going to put a penny. They'll just be sitting back, watching, and waiting for the money to start raking in. So they are definitely leeches. They need to go. I've been in Paris 6 times, Luther. It's way worse than you think. Well, I've heard from someone else that said that too. Obviously, apparently the city is no bueno, right? The city is not the cleanest and all this stuff. Yeah, I've heard that. It's just one of those people just want to go to visit the Eiffel Tower because it's just one of those things. You want to go and check it out, but apparently that area it's not the greatest. Yeah. Muskan YT TMZ. First of all, let us know what team you support. Smash that like, hit the subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Welcome. Let's see. What else is going on, man? Let's see what else is going on. Anything else interesting? Of course, today, we're getting closer to a game day, right? We're sitting here laughing at Liverpool being knocked out. I hope they don't laugh at us on Thursday. What you all think, guys? You think we have a chance to knock out Sociedad? What you all think, man? We think we got a chance to knock out Sociedad? Drop your score prediction. Let's start early, man. Drop your score prediction in the chat. What do you think about that Sociedad game? You know, with injuries and all. I like that. Southgate from the top. We got a chance. I like that. AKS is saying, my mother and sister went to Paris and said the streets were absolute filth. That's the story I heard too, yeah. And filled with pickpockets. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Yeah, I heard a lot about those stories too. Yeah, we definitely have a chance, man. We have a chance. We have a chance to win that game. All right. Yeah, Mr. Man, I agree with you. Would have definitely beat them in the first leg. You know, we just found a way to give them given the opportunity by making goofy mistakes. I mean, of course, like Bruno, how are you supposed to go for a header, without using your arms? But it's one of those, like, it has been like that this entire season, man. We always like do these things and mistakes, and then next thing we give the opponents a chance to get back into the game, right? If we may be playing well, and then Onana does what Onana does, right? And then next thing we're fighting our way to try to win the game. Southgate is saying it's going to be a 1-0. Okay. AKS is going to be like a 2-0 Man United. Yeah, United. Let's go. It says, Tony said, man, I have some big faith in a very near less than 5-year team. Yoro, Ugarte, Licha, Dogu, Ahmad, Quenda, Delit, Heaven, Collier, Cheeto, Leon, Maz. Bro. Not to mention Bruno, for how ever long we have left. Yeah, that's a good outlook there. Yeah, Mr. Man, that was a soft pen, man. It was. Yeah, man, and also this is another thing too. Sir Jim, on his interview, he did mention, he called out some names, right? He called out some players that I'm thinking for sure we're gonna see these guys out of the team, right? The Rashis, the Sanchos. Talking about Sancho, then next thing we hear this story that Sancho could be coming back. What? Right, Sancho, Samiro, you get rid of all that, and then you have the core of like the Yoro, Ugarte, Licha, Dogu, Young, Ahmad, Quenda, Delit definitely future captain material right there. Heaven is cool, calm, and composed, man. That kid. Collier, Cheeto, Leon, Maz. I mean, yeah. It's a good chord right there. And then you add a few more pieces here and there, we should be in good shape, man. I think next season, I'm thinking we're gonna do some good business. All right, bring in some much needed pieces, and then we can be rocking. Tony, brother, you're always on point with your crystal glass ball. What you predicting on Thursday? Tony is gonna go to work. There you go. Oh, too late. I see it. Tony's saying it's gonna be a 3-1 United win. There you go, Tony. Get in. Yeah, man, we're gonna do some good business, man. We're gonna do some good business. We're gonna do some good business, and we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right come next season. We're gonna be all right. But yeah, this story of Sancho coming back, I don't think it's gonna happen. Even though some people are saying, well, Sancho would actually work very well in Ruben Amorim's formation. Maybe not. Yeah, Sancho in a 10, he could do the job, right? On that left 10, he could do it. But he doesn't have the work ethic. There's a reason why he's failing at Chelsea, right? He went to Dortmund. Dortmund didn't want to keep him, that kind of thing. So they cannot bring him back. Mr. Man said, Ineos have to go. too many tourists. That's why the boycott never worked. But if Ineos leave, who's gonna come and save us? Because we need some saving. Um, uh, th- right? Sheikh Jassim apparently doesn't exist. Right? Sheikh Jassim doesn't exist. And Sir Jim, he did say yesterday, listen, man, if I thought I couldn't do the job, I wouldn't have put my money in here. Right? Listen, hey, Jesus can do it. We have heaven. Right? We got heaven in the house. So oh man, I'm telling you, we need some holy Holy Ghost to come and help that team, man. And get us out of that mud that we're in. But yeah, man, that's funny. Yeah, listen, but it could be a sign, man. Jesus comes, and then we have heaven. We could be cooking. And guys, today Paul Pogba can officially play professional football again, as his doping ban came to an end today. All right, Paul Pogba, boom, he is available and ready for work. All right. So I saw a video that he posted him training with his kids and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm curious where he's going to end up, man. AKS said Jim was never asked why he chose to keep the Glazers. Yeah, that's the question that all of us, right? We wanted to really get an answer to, right? He was there because that was the hard-hitting question that you should have hit him first time, Gary. So, Jim, why? There was a chance there that the Glazers could be gone, but why? Why did you decide to say, hey, listen, I need to partner with these guys? All right. I guess we'll never get that answer. But the good thing with Sir Jim, man, at least he's talking, right? The Glazers, they've never talked to us, right? They've never talked to us. They've never given us any type of explanation. They don't owe us an explanation anyway, right? But at least talk to the fans, right? Show that you understand, our pain, what we're going through, Tony saying, I wonder how that goes with loaners. He out there building relationships with Chelsea. Camaraderie is a thing. Yeah. So interesting. Ineos never bought the club. AKS. Ineos bought obviously the shares, right? The 25%. So they are on the table. The 25% portion of it, is it 25, 28, whatever the percentage is, they're on the table. But of course, the Glazers majority, they call the shots. The man said it himself, without his money. Oh yeah, without his money, we would have been, would have gone broke. Yeah, we wouldn't have any cash. We would not have any cash money. So, which is pretty mad, right? It's pretty mad. Like a team like United not having cash, that is unthinkable. Unthinkable. I see reports, this is according to Stretty News, Manchester United are keen to extend Harry Maguire's contract until 2027, despite recently triggering the 1-year option to 2026. Do you like this, people? Harry Maguire. They want to trigger it to 2027. Let's see, man. It's okay. If Ineos didn't give them a lifeline, we would have had new owners. Yeah. Now, those new owners could have very well be a consortium from the US here, some hedge fund people, right? Maybe 6 or 7 of them put their money together, and then they would have owned the thing, right? But again, stuff, groups like that, ownership group coming in, they may just be there for the money, not necessary to see United grow and redevelop the stadium and all this stuff. They may not really want to do that. They may just want to say, hey, listen, we want the thing. We're here just to get our money back. No passion really towards the project. But you can see Ineos, Sir Jim specifically, you can see that he wants, yes, he's a billionaire. Obviously, they always want to make money. Who doesn't, I guess? But you can see he has some kind of heart when it comes to what he's doing, as far as I could see, from the way he was talking and all this stuff. So Jim is now a Glazer brother. Yeah, pretty much. And of course, another thing is maybe Gary. Obviously, Gary is part of the inner circle too. He couldn't really hit Sir Jim with those really tough questions because obviously there's some contractual things that Sir Jim cannot just go off and say the Glazers are crap. Blah. You cannot say that. They are his partners. And if Sir Jim and Ineos, they're trying to build something and make certain changes going forward, you kind of need the Glazers on your side because you can't. Obviously, the majority owners, they may need to sign off on some of this stuff, right? So maybe it did not really make much sense to go off on the Glazers. Obviously, Sir Jim, did say like mistakes were made, huge mistakes were made, and money was not spent wisely. Yeah, it's one of those. Sir Jim is okay. So that. Let's see what else we're talking about here. Omar Barada did say, I like this statement from Omar Barada, man. Omar Barada said, we would love to open the new stadium with Ruben Amorim as the head coach, right? This is according to Laurie Whitwell. 2030, we will be there, right? Now that will be nice, man, right? Imagine 2030, how many transfer windows Ruben would have had by then. Imagine the how our team would look by then, right? All these deadwood would have been gone. Most of the players by then, maybe the Dogus, they've really solidifies their position. They're kicking on very well. Leon, who is also young, Euro. It's going to be by then like more of a seasoned defender. Ahmad. It's exciting. I wish you can. There was the thing where you can fast forward to see how the team will look. By then, right? It will be interesting. I'm reading something from Manchester United Forever. He's saying, "Oh, guys, for PSG today, were you guys watching Nuno Mendes? Dude, Nuno Mendes, his defending today was incredible, right? His defending today was incredible. So, Man United Forever is saying, listen, watching Nuno Mendes tonight, you just have to trust Ruben Amorim's player profile and what he wants in his player, right? He groomed him at Sporting, and he could do the same for Patrick Dogu and every other new signing, right? Yeah. I can see that, right? Gringo, what's going on, man? Hello, my friend. So we have a new Trafford. Yes. New Trafford is coming, man. 5 years from now, or 6, we shall see. And how much is going to cost us? 2 billion. But wait a minute. When was the last time you saw a project that cost the amount that was projected? Most likely they're going to go over budget. Rarely you go under budget when you have a big project like that, but they're projecting 2 billion. It's going to be done in 5 years instead of 10 years because they're going to use the shipping canal to ferry these pieces in. So basically, that stadium is going to be built quicker because you can build all these the pieces that you need for the stadium somewhere else, right? And then bring them in by through the canal and then assemble it at the stadium, right? It saves you time. That's why we're able to cut the time. Instead of the 10-year, we can do it in 5. All right. So worst case scenario 6, but it's good to see that this can be done quicker because nobody wants to wait 10 years for a stadium, man. Mr. Man, it's late. I'll see you next. Mr. Man, you have been amazing, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic evening. Ruben will have a full head of gray hair by then. Tony, I know, right? That's crazy. Kiyoshi, wagwan, man. Wagwan. Gringo is saying Nuno in United. Nuno in United. Amazing. Yeah. Wagwan, Tony. Yeah, man. Honestly, hearing Sir Jim talk about Ruben Amorim, he says he likes the kid, right? He has a system, a way of play that he wants to play. He has that conviction on what he wants to do, and I think Ruben Amorim has already sold the project to Ineos and them and say, listen, we can do this, but I have to do it my way, all right, and it can be done. So you can see that they believe in the guy. So we shall see, man. They if they back him, get him the stuff that he needs because Ruben Amorim actually built the sporting team. He didn't splash a whole bunch of cash, and that is already music to Ineos' ears, right? Because money is a problem. So if he has done this at Sporting without splashing a whole bunch of cash, he should be able to replicate it at Old Trafford as well, working with Wilcox, working with Vivell, when it comes to identifying those talents, those young players from around the world. Hey, listen, we should be in good shape. All right, we should be in good shape. So we shall see how that happens. I see reports that Manchester United are leading the race for Atalanta Ederson and have communicated a desire to make an offer. Manchester United are likely to offer a fee of $6 million. All right. Ederson is good. Where is this $60 million coming from? That's the thing. Where is the $60 million coming from? I know we've been scouting Ederson for a while now, and of course, Ederson will definitely do a job for us. But that $60 million number, I don't know. Again, we shall see. Of course, one thing I know, guys, is this: before we bring anybody in the summer, we gotta offload somebody. Like, it's gonna be like the way we worked the deal with Ugarts. McTominay bounced, and then Ugarts came in. It's gonna be one of them moves, all right? It's gonna be one of them moves. So that being the case, we may not see incomings earlier in the window. We may have to it's gonna be one of those it's gonna drag a little bit because first of all, the rest of the world know that we're broke, okay? So they know they can trying to nickel and dime us, like one of those. It's going to be a lot of negotiations going on, right? It's going to be one of those. So Jim ignored the most important questions about the Glazers. I feel the Glazers control, Sir Jim. Hey, they're majority owners. You can say that. There's some kind of control there on certain aspects, right? AKS 97, Maz, Delit, Yoro, Dalo, Dogu, Ugarts. If he's back, Collier, Bruno as a 10, Garnache, and I'll start Xerxes and sub Cheeto. So for Thursday, yes, we do have Dogu. That is good. All right, we have Dogu on Thursday. We do have Dogu on Thursday. I have a feeling, though, guys. I think he's gonna stick with Cass, unless Ugarts is back and fully fit. I think he's gonna stick with Cass, because Cass in the last couple of games, he has looked comfortable, right? He has looked comfortable, and again, we may need his experience, I guess. So I wouldn't be surprised again. Collier starting on the bench. Obviously, Maz Delit, Yoro is injured, so Yoro is not going to be there, right? So Dalot for sure is going to play. So it could be your back three. It could be Delit, Maz, and Lindelof again. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it could be one of those, man. Guys, it could be that. Your back three could very well be Maz, Delit, and Dalot. Not Dalot, and Lindelof. And honestly, Lindelof they did all right against Arsenal, right? And then, of course, you're going to have Dalot on your right wing back, left Dogu. Your midfield two. Again, you're going to go with Cass and Bruno, right? Your 2 10s, Xerxes, Garnacho up top, Rasmus. Yeah, he's going to start Rasmus, man. Or if he benches him, yeah, he has to start Rasmus, because he brought him in the Arsenal game. I'm thinking that he had Cheeto there. You could have given Cheeto some minutes, but he couldn't risk, I'm thinking, not playing Rasmus, because, again, you're messing with his already mentality, and everything is in the mud, right? If he did not bring him in to show some kind of belief in Rasmus, it would have, affected him on Thursday. So I think that's why he played Rasmus in that game. All right. I think that's why he did that. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Victor. What's going on, Victor? Damn. Darwin Núñez, the player of my country, is disappointed when he fell a penalty. I said the worst thing that can be human here in life. 90 million Klopp. What the hell you think? Yeah, that was tough. That it's so funny, man. Darwin, when he was stepping up for that penalty, dude, everybody knew he was gonna miss. All right, you can check my video, man. I did a quick I did a reaction during the penalty. Yeah, man, you could see him. His body and everything. He looked like he was gonna miss. Yeah, man. But yeah, it is what it is, man. But at least you already have the Premier League in the back pocket. All right, so you take that. Even though here we are laughing at y'all for being knocked out, but it is what it is. The Glazers love money, but Sir Jim apparently love Manchester too. Yeah. So there you go. That's a good point, Gringo. Smash that like, Gringo. At least now we have someone who actually loves both things, right? Yes, he wants to make money. Billionaire who wants to make money, but at least he loves Manchester United. That's a positive. I like that. I like that. Victor is saying that if I'll be slot, the first thing that I do if let leave Darwin Núñez, 90 million, and worst thing, yeah. I think Darwin is gonna leave in the summer. I think he's gonna leave in the summer. The worst thing is that I will see play in Uruguay. Oh yeah, dude. When it comes to Uruguay, Darwin is the man. He's always gonna start, right? He's gonna be there. Whenever I watch Uruguay, it always surprises me, right? Because Darwin plays, and also our boy, what's his name? That winger. He always plays for Uruguay, and he couldn't get minutes at United. I forgot the kid's name. Yeah. Um, let's see. Pelestri. There you go. Yeah, Pelestri. Yeah, man. Pelestri always played, and whenever he plays for Uruguay, man, dude is balling. But he couldn't get minutes at United. That was crazy for me. And I like the kid, man, because he could run for days. Tracking back he was good at that too. All right. I'm thinking Heaven over Lindelof. Nah, man, he can't. Can he? People, do you think Ruben is gonna start Heaven over Lindelof? I don't think so. He's gonna go for experience. Because say whatever you want about Lindelof, but dude is experienced, man. He's Sweden captain. Yeah. You bring in Heaven, I think, to freshen up the thing when we're, as the game is progressing, right? Interesting. Sam is like, Sam is like, they be like smooth. What? Can you teach me how to dug it? You know why? Because all that help me. All I need to eat is it. Oh, that's too funny, man. That's too funny. Nice, Sam. Vito is saying that Salah, Luis Diaz, Van Dijk, McAllister, forgive them. Liverpool don't deserve us. Yeah, that's funny. Arsenal should sign Darwin. Hey, he could cook over there. Yeah, he could, but I don't think. I think now Arsenal they are definitely going to sign a striker, but they cannot risk a person like Darwin, right? Darwin, he's an old school 9, right? But he's not clinical. I think Arsenal they need someone clinical, right? That's why I saw reports that they were linked with Osimhen, right? They were linked to Osimhen, and Osimhen in Arsenal shirt, he'll cook. Oh yeah, definitely. Pelestri will be really good in Amorim's system. Yeah, absolutely. Victor is saying no. To me, Arsenal must sign Victor Gyökeres. Oh, Gyökeres, yeah. Gyökeres would definitely. Gyökeres would do the job too. I mean, it's better than not. Like Arsenal don't have a striker, so whatever they sign, it's better than what they have now, which is 0. Yeah, man. Arsenal had Van Persie, and thank you, Arsenal, for giving us Van Persie, man. Oh, RVP, that guy. I mean, obviously, I don't. Van Persie needed to win a title. And we told him, listen, Van Persie, come over here. We got you, And then, the rest is history, right? That's why there's that hatred with United, man. When Van Persie came over here and he got a title, and then now they're going after Cheeto, Obi, Obi-Wan. They're going at him on the socials. Listen, Cheeto, come in the summer when he gets more game time. Yeah. Next season, we're going to see a lot of him. Gringo. Manchester, yeah, we sold Pelestri to, is it Panathinaikos or something? Yeah. We have to be realistic. Havertz, he's not a striker, yeah. Darwin plays the most missed Prem, yeah. Now, Arsenal definitely will sign another defender. Kyoshi, that's funny, man. Yeah, no. Forget about all that. Arsenal, they're not going to sign a striker. They're definitely going to sign a defender just to play him up top. Oh man, that is funny, man. That is funny. No, I think Arteta has learned from his mistake, man. He has seen the backlash that he's getting from his fans. They cannot take another of those. All right. They can't. Yeah, they can't. They have to make the right decision this time, because honestly, he signs another defender, man, and try to play him up top. It's gonna be a problem. Other reports from Give Me Sport, they say Manchester United have joined Crystal Palace in the race to sign Middlesbrough midfielder Hayden Hackney. It's not like I know him, but you know, if we're looking at him, it looks like obviously means we can get him for cheap, right? Sir Jim, of course, he said there's no money left in the club, and that is after my 300 million that he put in. But in 3 years' time or 5 years' time, Manchester United will be the most profitable club in the world. That is according to Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And if we are profitable, the Glazers are going to be like, yeah, boy, show me the money. Kiyoshi says, I want Arteta to stay at Arsenal for the rest of his life. Dude, I'm telling you. Yes. Yes. That way, Ruben can cook him, you know. Yeah. For sure. They should, give him a lifetime contract. That'll be nice. Victor saying the team that needs a defender, Aston Villa. When I see why Diego Martinez have many goals and see matches, I know that what bad defenders, specifically those. Tyrone Mings is a good defender, man. He's just injured a lot. He's injured a lot. I see a picture here, man, of my boy Mo Salah clapping in tears, you know, knowing that his dream for the Ballon d'Or is Dunsky. Yeah, man, that's sad. Because he was being mentioned in those circles, like, yo, Ballon d'Or, da da da. You know, yeah. Today he struggled, man. Today he didn't really show up like that, you know. Guys, again, yeah, smash those likes, people. Smash those likes. Hit that subscribe if you've been done so already. So Sir Jim said we can build the stadium in 5 years, and I would prefer it to be 5 years instead of 10 years. I may not be there in 10 years, you know, so, you know, he's on a mission. You know, he wants it ASAP. Because obviously he's not getting any younger. Yeah. And before we roll out of here, but guys, there's this the story we were talking about Jadon Sancho. There is still a possibility that Jadon Sancho could end up back at Manchester United this summer if Chelsea decide not to go through with the deal, although it would cost them a significant penalty to pull out under the terms of their agreement. This is according to Chris Wheeler. That will be disgusting if they do that. I cannot imagine the dude coming back at to United. I cannot imagine. That would be madness. Eredivisie, Premier League, the most greatest red color in the jersey. Ballon d'Or this year is Rafinha. Yeah, you know what? Or it could be Mbappe, right? It could be Mbappe. Who else could be going for the Ballon d'Or? Yeah, Rafinha is definitely a good shout. Mbappe. I don't think Vini has had a really good time around this time. All right. Yeah, but Rafinha, man, Rafinha has been amazing. Now Salah got better numbers. Yeah, AKS. I know he has better numbers, but the thing is, if he doesn't win the thing, right? If he doesn't win he's out of the Champions League, right? So most likely he's going to end up with the Premier League. Not most likely he is. He's going to end up with the Premier League and maybe another trophy, right? Are they seeing the FA Cup, right? So that's about it. But Rafinha, for example, they win the Liga. They go and win maybe Champions League, which it's going to be tough, man. Someone had said that we have a potential of having a El Clasico for final of the Champions League. That'll be interesting. You know, yeah, but of course, Mo has better numbers. Gringo is saying Manchester is a money machine. Yep, yep. Um, like we are today. Now imagine with a great campaign in the Champions League and Premier League. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, dude. That's why Sir Jim and them, they're banking on, if you build this team back up from the ground level by investing in these young players, right? You build them, you mold them, and then you give them top-notch facilities like these stadiums, and Carrington is being revamped as well, you know, and you change the culture. The culture is terrible at United, right? You change that. So in like 5 years, things would have changed, and then you give yourself more chance to, you know, actually starting competing, challenging for this kind of trophies and stuff. And when we're challenging consistently in the Champions League the way we used to be back in the day, then money is going to be coming in, because right now, if we qualify for the Champions League, straight up 80 million in the bank, right? So yeah, we are missing a lot of money by not being in these major tournaments. Even the Club World Cup thing, you know, that is also some really good money that's being some teams are playing for, Man City and them, right? Ballon d'Or depends on when the champions. Yeah, anyone tech geek here? Kiyoshi, what do you need help with? What's up? Not Kiyoshi, boring one. Kiyoshi, boring one. That's funny. It depends what you're trying to do, man. I'm not a techie, but I know my way around stuff. You know, I can Google, or I can chat GPT, baby. Right? AI can get you around things, man. So it depends. But I am thinking of buying a Microsoft tablet, which will be best. Kiyoshi, listen, that's a very good question. All right. I happen to be an Amazon affiliate. All right. So I can drop a few choices in my Amazon storefront, and you can check them out over there. How much you want to spend? I can go digging, and maybe you can check in an hour or less. I'll drop some in there. But yeah, that's an easy search. It depends on how much you want to spend on the tablet where you're looking at. You know, and yeah, and what do you need it for, kind of thing. Like what are kind of the jobs you're trying to do. If you're trying to game with it, no. I mean, you need a proper machine for gaming, like a proper laptop kind of thing, if you're trying to do gaming or PC. All right. But yeah, man, friend, go, guys, people, listen. Kiyoshi, listen, go on my bio. There's a link. It's a Beacon link. Click that link. You will see all the stuff there. Budget is no matter. The main issue is I can get in India. My job is event management. Oh, okay. So all right. So I can understand that. Yeah. So yeah, go to the main page. You'll see a link for Beacon. Click that link. It will take you to the Amazon store. In like give me like 30 minutes or so. I'll drop some in there. Yeah, Amazon ships worldwide, man. You should be able to get it quickly. Yeah. Cool. Guys, listen, let's end it here, people. You guys have been amazing. I appreciate you always supporting and being here so we can chat about United, man. Listen, tomorrow is going to be another day. We're going to definitely have another banger of a day, because today was, new stadium. Liverpool got knocked out. I mean, so many things. Jadon Sancho could be coming back. What? Come on. But anyway, people, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. And yeah, Kiyoshi, check that link and give me like 20 minutes or so. I'm going to update it. All right. And, I'll give you some options on there. All right. Peace out, people. Take care. Stay blessed, everybody. Peace.